So now I'm going to do a couple of announcements, and then Fab has announcements, and Fernando has announcements. And if anyone else also has announcements, please let us know. So the first announcement I have is that we are going to continue our Zoom sessions, and we were in the calendar, it seemed like we were going to start on September 18th, but because there will be the retreat that Fernando will talk about later, we will not start on the 18th, but we will start in September. At some point, you will receive a copy of the calendar. We're still going to meet monthly, and we have Fernando and I have discussed the quote unquote curriculum. It's really more like a discussion group that we're going to have, and we will appreciate your presence. We're going to be the title or the sort of leading phrase for the year will be thoughts on vows, precepts, and ethics. We are going to be looking into this from a spiritual standpoint. We're not going to engage in philosophical discussions or political or geographical, geopolitical, or whatever discussions regarding the precepts or the vows or the ethics, but more on how those support our growth in the Dharma. So that will be for the year to come. Then I have, I want to thank Ruth very much because she was like the first one, and Fernando is the second promise. So I am calling everyone, both here and people who are not here, but who are members of our order, I'm calling for candidates to write an essay, maybe 10 to 12 page essay, because I am looking to put a book together of works or essays written by DTO members. We have such a wealth of minds here amongst us, people with such vast experience and knowledge and wisdom, that I think we need to have an outlet to express this knowledge and to share it with, within ourselves, and to open it for new students, or open it to I don't know, put it on Amazon for sell, and all the proceeds, of course, are going to go to the DTO. So I'm calling for volunteers, and again, I thank Ruth because she already submitted her essay, and Fernando has agreed to write one as well. So thank you, Fernando. And here it's open for everyone else. So why this book? I was quite a number of years ago, I used to take a class with at the Graduate Center in New York City with Venerable, oh my God, what is his name, Fernando? From Chonyang, the abbot, the former abbot. I can't believe Dhammadippa, sorry. Venerable Dhammadippa. And with him, we read this beautiful book that is called The Blue Jeans Buddha, which is a collection of essays from people who have slight experience with Buddhism, people with tremendous experience with Buddhism, with people who are, very wise, and people who have who wrote about how Buddhism helped them overcome illness, depression, be successful in business, and save their relationships and things like that. So this is what I'm I'm sort of looking to achieve. We also read with the Connecticut Sangha the contemplative. What was the title, Ruth or Peter, or contemplative something?
Contemplative care.
Yes, thank you, Greg. Contemplative care, which is also a collection of essays and articles from different authors that are well known. You will become well known when you write your essay and we put it in a book. So, but you know, that is more focused on contemplative care, and I didn't really, not, I don't think at this point that would not be the best way to go, to have like a focus, more like the Blue Jeans Buddha, which is various themes that are shared based on your experience with Buddhism in your life, how Buddhism had transformed or not your life. So I'm hoping that we could have essays by December, if that's okay. Like I said, it's a 10 to 12 page essays. If you want to write poetry, that would be perfectly fine. We can always, you know, flower the essays in between with poems. And we'll be very thankful for all those that decide to share your Dharma experience with us in your essay for this book. So that will be the second. Yeah, I think that for me, that's all the announcements I have, except to say that you are not going to be expected to read a book or any book for our next year, but I will be sharing some passages or some chapters of the books that we're going to be delving into. So more to come on that. So thank you very much. Very happy to leave it open for Faplan.
Fapley, I'm bowing in. Quick announcements from me. First, I have to say, Craig, I remember when you first came to the DTO, and right away at the spring retreat, you were jumping right in and volunteering to help and all this. I overheard somebody say, well, I don't know if we ought to give this new guy so much responsibility. I've thought of that comment so many times over these years. I thought, boy, you know, eat crow, whoever you are. Because you've just been such an amazing member of our Sangha and stepped up in so many ways. And we love you and appreciate you.
Well, thank you, Pat. It is weird, you know, they say when the student is ready, the teacher appears. I mean, it was kind of that type of situation here. I mean, I've been you know, familiar with Buddhism and practicing to some extent, but always on my own. And in 2016, there was like a meetup thing for the Connecticut DTO. And I said, gee, that sounds perfect. And I went, and it just like everything just blossomed from there. So it's been great. And I'm the lucky one. So thank you.
Thanks. Okay, now for a real announcement. I had to say that though. First of all, Ty had wanted me to give you an update on the fundraiser. As you know, he was very invested in this fundraiser for vaccines or whatever it's going to end up being for India and Vietnam. So our group, I'm not too clear exactly yet how that's going to be distributed, but he informed me that he and I will go to the embassies or the, consulates, whatever, in person and deliver. I know that some of you are concerned about rogue vaccines going wild overseas, salt water or whatever it is, give in the veins instead of vaccines, and, people profiting on that. And I realize, that's an issue for some people. And I've thought about it a lot myself, and I do feel kind of the same way I feel if I'm compelled to give money to someone, perhaps a homeless person I see on the street. And, I came to the conclusion that for me, there's always a chance that money will be used for something that I don't see as good. Well, am I willing to, let that go and just give from my heart? And I decided, yes, I can do that. And so that kind of solved that for me. And, you don't want to pour money down the toilet, but I kind of feel the same way, because there's all kinds of good things happening over there as well. And so my hope is that my little contribution will support some of those good works. So I just wanted to mention that, but I understand that some people are very concerned about that, and that's perfectly all right. No problem. I did want to let you know that online, we raised over, I think, $2,700, a little over that online, and donations that have been made to the temple in our name for this fundraiser are approximately $1,500 so far. And so that's whatever the math is, 4,200, I think, that we've raised so far. And the temple, the Vietnamese congregation at the temple is also participating in another, not combined with what we're doing, and they've raised $10,000 for this cause. So, he's really serious about doing some good. And so we're going to continue to accept donations on the GoFundMe until the end of the month, and also at the temple. So and I know, and you know how Ty is, and he really wants, he would love to have everybody participate somehow, even, if it's just $1 or $2, just to show support for that effort. But that's an individual decision, no doubt about that. Anyhow, so, please feel free. I'm going to do an update on the GoFundMe, and you'll all probably see that if you look on Facebook. So, if you feel so inclined, please give. And my personal preference would be, if you choose to do so, do it online, because that way others will see that you are donating, and that's encouraging to them to do the same. If they're on the fence, well, should I, shouldn't I? Go, oh, well, now look, this person is doing it. Well, I guess I will too. That does happen. So, if you so desire, it'd be nice if you did it online. And thank you to those who have already contributed.
Excuse me, Faplan, sorry, before you go on. I don't visit the Facebook page. Have you sent a link like in one of the DTO emails?
Yes, I'll send out another one.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, there have been a couple of solicitation requests for this fundraiser that you've gotten. I can send. I'll resend it to you.
All right, thank you.
I think I'm gonna make a short notice, Craig, about the progress, and if I'll send that to you, if you would, and maybe you could send that out with the link again. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so there's that. I had one more thing that it was a short thing, and apparently it's no thing, because because now I can't remember what it is. But if it pops back in, I'll say it. Thank you. Oh, I know, it's back. So, and it's about the BCC. I want to thank you all, those of you who are mentors, and that's many of you who are sitting here today. And also for your patience with me when I have technical errors and all kinds of brain glitches going on, and you all are so kind and keeping me on the straight and narrow there. And I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. And those of you who have not yet volunteered to be a mentor for the Buddhist correspondence course, I know we've discussed this some in the past. I really encourage you to do so. And it's, even if we recommend 3 students or more. If you took 3 students, it's not going to interfere with your life. It really isn't. But it can be so much benefit to those incarcerated. And you think that we've had it hard during this pandemic. Oh my goodness. This, communications from mentors in this course has been a lifeline. They even like to hear from me. It has been a lifeline for many of them. Many of them have, been in isolation. And when I say isolation, I'm talking about they put them in their cell by themselves. They see no one. They do not go out. They slide food under the door. This isn't death row. These are just regular people, that are just in a normal prison environment, if there is such a thing. And months and months and months. And then, some of them no soap, no masks, no disinfectant, no nothing. And then when they get sick, they throw a few Tylenols in there from time to time. That has happened more than once until they're so ill they have to be hospitalized. So, this is a very, this program had just the contact has helped our students so much. But then, to be in touch with the Dharma, because we all know, when things get rough, that's when it's easy to let our practice lapse, and that's when we need it the most. So the mentors in this program are really such a support to the inmates. And even when they don't respond right away, there's some of them wrote me a letter. I'm so sorry I haven't responded for 10 months. I was really sick in the hospital for 4 months. I'm sorry I didn't do my assignment. So if you, have the slightest inclination to serve in this way, I encourage you to do so. And I think you all know my contact information, and you will when this other notice goes out, but please get in touch with me, and I'll be happy to sign you right up. That way I'm bowing out permanently. Okay.
Richard, bowing in, if I may. When I joined the Dharma Teacher Order, in fact, Adrian and I were in the first graduation class, we were reminded that the middle part of Dharma Teacher Order is teaching. It was not just to learn and apply Buddhism to our own lives. It was also to reach out and to help others who might be in need of the message of the Buddhist teaching. Joining as a mentor in the BCC is probably the best way to learn how to be a teacher and a mentor to others. You don't have to respond right away. You have time to research and answer. You have time to think carefully about what you want to say, so that your help, your teaching can be of inestimable value to someone who's imprisoned. These people have very little resources. You and I can go to a bookstore and pick up any number of books on Buddhism, or have Amazon send dozens of them. These people can't. They're very limited in what they can reach and what they can get on Buddhism. So your help can be invaluable. Thank you. Bowing out.
Jeff bowing in. Richard, so thank you for that. Thank you for mentioning the bookstore. So I was just curious, for those of us who have Buddhist books or old copies of the Dharma Bell on our shelves at home, is there a mechanism for sharing those with the prisoners?
Unfortunately, that's very difficult. Most prisons will not let in used books. The books have to come from either a publisher or an approved source, like the Buddhist correspondence course. It's a nice gesture, but unfortunately, we can't do that.
I would say this isn't through the BCC, but I don't know about your state, but I know how to do it in my state. You can oftentimes you can make donations to the chaplain's library. But, if you're so inclined to do that, you should, see what facility you're interested in, perhaps someone in your area. I don't know. But, if you feel like that's something you might want to do, you need to get in touch with that chaplain and make your intentions notes and find out what the rules are, because they can differ from state to state, from facility to facility, or from chaplain to chaplain. Things might be great. You really got a great pipeline one day, then the chaplain gets replaced and it's like you got a brick wall, or vice versa. So anyway, so you could do that individually. If you want to do that, it would be a wonderful thing. And that way, the books are available to be checked out. So
Thanks for the clarification, Kathy. I wasn't aware of that.
So we're a little over 5 after 12. So I apologize for keeping you longer, but I'm enjoying this very much. And so now, Fernando, you're on.
I really have no other announcements besides the September retreat. I have not discussed with Ty yet about our December retreat and whether we'll have an in-person retreat or not. And so that's details that we'll discuss in September.
Thank you, Fernando. So now we're ready to close. Ruth, how is your sound? Would you recite the? Okay, I think I can hear you well.
Okay.
Can you recite the four immeasurables for all of us?
From my memory, or is there a text?
No, from your memory, from your heart.
Okay. Like the Brahma Vihara?
Yes.
Okay. May we see the world through the eyes of loving kindness. May we see the world through the eyes of compassion. May we see the world through the eyes of altruistic joy. And may we see the world through the eyes of equanimity.
Thank you.
Yeah. Right.
So Elena bowing in to you to bow out for the summer. And I want to thank you so much again. May you have a wonderful summer. May you be at peace. May you find all opportunities for loving kindness and compassion in your life. May you be free from suffering. May you face life with equanimity and love. Thank you. We can unmute everybody. Can we unmute everyone?
See you in September.
Yes.
shall I burst into song?
Thanks for coming, Richard. It was wonderful. Thanks, Adrian, Margaret, Brandon, everyone. Thank you.